Why don't we go ahead, as usual, with a very short scrum. I'll go ahead first, I suppose, this time. What I've been doing is, let me, can never remember, so I have to look back, see if I've got any PR. Oh yeah, I fixed the navigation menu bug. I've got the password reset PR as well, so user can reset their password, forgot password, etc. That's been reviewed by 2 people. I'm waiting for Susanna to weigh in on that because it's got some translations. If she doesn't do it today, maybe I'll just merge it and we can fix anything later. And created a few stories in the backlog, a few first that I've assigned to Sprint 19 as well, because they're typically bugs. And I've been working on a helper method for displaying the model validation errors, because as we've talked
yeah.
through messaging, it's a bit helter-skelter right now. And that's pretty much it for me.
And you fixed a bug that I introduced in the seeding.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got Heroku seeded, completed. Yeah, thanks for remembering that. Okay.
Okay, and I did the first name, last name, moving. I did the user profile management screens, the device screens, adding the first name and last name.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 very small stories, a missing translation and the checking for AJAX request after a scenario ends.
Oh yeah, good. Sounds good.
And those are PRs ready to be reviewed.
Okay, great. So Raphael, for this meeting, typically we focus on the so-called SHF project, but we can talk about anything, really. Doesn't really matter. So you want to weigh in on what you've been up to?
Sure. Well, I've just coming across from another project and very new here. Sorry, I think my Wi-Fi is playing up at the moment. Everybody's audio is a bit cutting in and out, so I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
I can, yep.
Okay, good. So yeah, I'm just kind of slowly wanting to watch you guys and get my feet wet and yeah, slowly see what I can do. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, the more the merrier. Also, Robert, I don't know if you've ever met Laura. She was on the project initially.
Yeah, I have twice, I think.
You have? Okay. Well, she pinged me this morning and said that she's back to code. She took a job, so she wasn't able to do some coding for a while, but she's now back to having time to code.
Okay, great.
And she was going to start in on the MetPlus project, but I told her that's in a holding pattern, waiting for the client to really ramp up his trial period. He's starting, but it's really slow. So I'm just focusing on UI refinements and bug fixes on MetPlus. So she did ask if SHF would be appropriate. I said, yeah. 2 minutes before we started this call, though, she did ping me and said, I'll join the next meeting. I have to get home and have dinner, etc. She's probably driving home from her job.
Okay.
So and I told her next meeting is Thursday. So hopefully we'll see her on Thursday.
So we'll see you then. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you manage to get hold of Ashley? Or?
Let's see. I did ping her. No response yet. So she's not showing online either. So that's too bad. All right.
So the 3 of us.
The 3 of us will go forward.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me share my screen. And we can go through what we're doing in the sprint. So we're in the beginning of week 2 of the sprint, of course. And a week from now, we have our next client meeting. So I guess we just go top to bottom then. So this one here, you've got
finished and merged.
That's been merged?
It's finished. It's been merged. Yeah, you can finish it.
Okay. Lovely. And this one you're still working on, or did you?
No, it's a PR waiting to be reviewed.
Oh, did that just come in recently?
Yeah, I just did them.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
So.
Oh, you did that one too.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another translation missing than the one I had this afternoon.
I see. I see. So 2 of them queued up there since I last looked. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll keep that pending email cert. That's Ashley's. Show with contact. So that one is 293. And did we merge that? I guess we did. Let me just check real quickly. 293, yeah, we did. Okay, good. So we'll keep that as is for client reviews. It's client visible. Company information required fields, that's Arthur or Artur. Not sure where he is on that. I think Ashley was trying to get status from him.
Okay.
Forgot password. At this point, I'm going to just mark it as delivered and leave it as, for client review. I think, like I said, I'll probably give it to the end of the day to see if Susanna can weigh in on any of the translations there. They're minor, but it would be good if she could bless them or not.
So what is? Oh, it's blocking because of the mail delivery service, or what is the blocker there?
No, there's no blocker. The blocker there is.
I meant the red arrow on the left.
Oh. What is the blocker? What is this? Yeah, so that's a blocker to go into production. It's not a blocker to merge it into developed, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Ashley's activity to make sure that Mailgun works in production. Let's see. That's an Ashley item. Not sure the process of that nav menu. That's PR is in place for that. What's the status of that?
I reviewed that one, so that can be merged, I guess. The only thing my remark is there. Yes.
Could change from bug to feature.
Because the client hasn't seen it as a bug.
Yeah. Good question.
And the only thing they see is a change in the user interface.
Right. Well, we're kind of back to where the menus were before. This is how the menus looked.
No, the My Application one was the link that came like you are logged in as an admin user. And now it's back in the menu.
Oh, so it wasn't there at all?
No, it wasn't there. No.
Well, I think what I'd like to, if you're okay with it, is just keep it as a bug, and just. Well, what we can do is this. Let's do this. Let's deliver it, and then because it's a bug, it may be user visible, so it allows us to have these buttons, and so we can review it with the client.
Yeah, the only thing is they don't know it's a bug because they haven't seen it. We saw it in Heroku, but they haven't seen it in
oh, they haven't seen
production.
it?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, why would we make it a feature?
Because there's a change in the user interface.
Well, before that error was introduced, they always saw My Application, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the way it used to be.
Because I've always seen it as a separate link.
Well, it shows up in two contexts. One, if you're a member, you've already a member, you can access your member. Or if you're not a member, but you have a pending application, then it shows up then. It doesn't show up for the visitor, it doesn't show up for the admin. By the way, an admin could presumably put a membership application and they'll never see that link in the way we have it now. But anyway, that's another issue.
Yeah. The way I've seen it until now is the My Application link wasn't in the menu, but was floating above the form. Yeah,
and that was a mistake that I introduced when I refactored the main navigation.
I thought the error was that you showed it only to non-members. That was the bug.
Well, there was that bug, plus the fact that I also removed it from somebody who logged in with this status. They wouldn't necessarily see it, if I remember correctly. They're supposed to have seen it like this.
Okay.
So
Well,
we can leave it as
yeah.
a bug and just review it with the client, see if they have any issues with that.
Yeah, we just have to check if it is a change in the UI. I thought it was, but you don't, so I'll check it again and
Okay.
get back to you. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the way it was, and I just restored it. Let's see, the Roku thing, we did that. It was a bug, but it's not user visible, so I'm just going to accept it, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Investigating different ways can send us feedback. I'm working on that, but nothing to report. DB seeding broken, we did that. I'll go ahead and deliver and accept. It's not visible to the client. User profile management, email, password. So you've got a bug, excuse me, a PR
Yeah.
in place for that. Not a bug.
Not yet.
We just haven't reviewed it enough, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see, did I
Yeah,
had a comment on that?
yeah, lots of.
Lots of, yeah.
We had the discussion we had the discussion about
the validation business.
removing the first name and last name fields from the membership application form, which I think we agree with each other. But
you don't need to do it necessarily in this.
no, it should be not a PR.
Yeah, I would say another story that involves removing the fields from the membership application view.
Yeah.
And at the same time, in the same story, putting a link in the UI for somebody to click on to edit their profile.
That story is already there. So,
oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, so we can just add removing the first and last name fields from the.
Oh, okay. So you've already got a separate story for the latter part of that. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to?
There's a link here. If you see, I think in my description of the PR.
Mm-hmm.
No, of the PR.
Oh, the PR. Sorry.
In the description, I put a link to the.
This one here.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I can see. Yep. Yep. Got it.
We can just, and remove name fields.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to add that, Robert? Or do you want me to?
Oh, you can do it because it's on your screen already. So.
Okay.
And then I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. The only thing, it's getting a bigger story now, because if we do that, as we talked about, we have to put in a warning for the user.
Yep.
For the users that don't have a first name and last name in their accounts yet.
And put a link to the.
And put a link to the edit profile stuff. Could we make it that if they start a membership application, they're automatically, oh no, that wouldn't help. Okay, now we do need a warning and a separate link, probably.
Do you want me to add that?
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a bigger story than we intended, but
yeah,
this is one of those things we've got to just bite the bullet and do it, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, nothing gets done. True.
yeah, we're suspended halfway between states where we can't really deliver to the user an unfinished thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So anyway, going back to this, where are we with this? So
this one can, well, there's only one review, but
there's only one review.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As far as the way you're doing the errors, the model errors, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
When I change it, I'm working on that story, as I mentioned, to have a uniform way of displaying the errors.
Then we should remove the,
yeah. And my intent is to go through all the forms that display errors and convert to that helper method. So
yeah,
that'll work fine. All right, so where we at? Missing English translation. Is this the one that you just created a PR for an hour ago?
No, this is the one I discovered today. Because this is a bit of a strange one, because this is hard-coded text in the model.
You're kidding.
It is. So there's a bit of refactoring to be done there.
Yeah, a little bit more work than just a translation, huh?
Mm.
Okay, well, somebody must have done that just to get it up and running quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Membership application edit errors not appearing in form.
That's the one you discovered.
Still just this morning. So I made it, anytime I see a bug like this, I tend to make it into the current sprint because it's a bug. We can push it forward if we don't get around to fixing it right away. But okay, so this one I think is being worked on by Artur as well.
No, this is another one who joined the team.
Yeah, it's not Artur, somebody else.
No, it's somebody else.
Okay.
But I stopped him from doing that.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
So I entered some comments.
Yeah, I saw the same because he made them a user test instead of membership application test. But
Yeah,
I think
plus we didn't remove the delegates from the membership application model.
No, but there's lots more to be done before you can move the delegates, because it's really lots of tests and features and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
This is just I think we have to ask him if he can close this one.
Well, if you remove the delegated methods from the membership application model and he adjusts the tests.
Oh, just I have to open this. Just
okay. Yep.
Open the door.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. So,
sorry, I left my glasses outside. Just a second.
Okay.
Yep, that comes with age.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can't see anything without my reading glasses. So, so with this, we remove the delegated methods, we adjust tests, not just this one, but other tests are going to break as well.
Yeah.
Is that essentially it from your point of view as well? Or is there anything else with this story?
No, it's just tests, features, there's Cucumber and specs. And there's, I think, something to do with the factories.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Although, maybe, but
yeah, I'm not sure. But
fixed the factories when you made that structural change. But anyway, it should be confirmed.
But it's easy enough. You just comment them out and you see where it fails. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't hear from this guy, we probably should close it. But I think I'd like to give him another chance to take a whack at this. I think If he could actually join one of our meetings, we could talk to him about this. Because
Yeah, but okay, I already asked him not to take this one on.
oh, you did,
Yeah.
but he took it anyway.
No, he took it, but it was already on my name, in my name.
Oh, that's right. He was confused by what that name meant. Right.
Yeah.
I saw that exchange. Okay. Well, do you want to just clarify with him the status?
Yeah, I'll just ask him if I can close it, and then I'll make my own PR for it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know where he is? What time zone he's in? Artur?
No, I don't think it's not Arthur. It's the other guy.
I thought it. Okay.
No, because Arthur is Polish, I think, or something. And
That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Does he use the same handle in Slack?
Francis is handling.
It's just the same. Okay. Okay. Got it. Confusing things, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So we are talking about that. Nav menu. User can edit his or her profile. We talked about that. Like I said, I'll probably merge that later today. I don't think anybody's started on this, writing up our experience with unobtrusive JavaScript in the wiki, but we'll keep that out there. I think Ashley's working, she was working on it. She didn't have her name against it, but I know she's been working on that or intends to work on it. Needs more information on how to apply when logged in as non-member. That's Susanna's got that. Ashley's got this. I think this is kind of a no-op right now. Not much to do on that one. Similarly to that one, although Ashley's got that, and that one, not much is happening. Let's see. What was I? Oh yeah. So I did create. So this is badly worded. Oh shoot. So I added comments against the wrong story here. This is not the story I meant to edit comments, but I'm working on a helper method for displaying those errors, and as I mentioned before, and I came up with two different renditions based upon, oops, no, sorry, not that one.
It's just another story, or yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was that. Let's see.
Yeah. No, you did it correctly, because I saw the screenshots you made.
Oh, really? Do you? Oh, there we go. Right there. Thank you. Yeah, so you and I get to vote then, which ones we want. So
Okay.
they're both pretty ugly, but they're just consistent with the two different ways we're doing it.
Yeah, I like the second one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Not that. I did add commas between the messages. So
I saw. Yeah, of course.
all right, it's
I
still
think
ugly.
the other one is more readable. I mean,
Yeah, no,
I
absolutely.
think.
Okay, we can make this much prettier and fancier as well. I mean, I don't like the fact that we have everything centered, but
No,
that's
what I don't. Yeah, that's what
I don't. Our entire UI motif is to center everything, and
Yeah.
it just kind of drives me crazy. But anyway, until we change the general UI, we'll just go with that then. I like, okay.
Yeah.
All right then, thank you for that. Do a little bit of that today. And I think that's pretty much it. Do we have enough stuff to work on for the remainder of the sprint? Robert,
I do. Yeah.
okay. And if not, we can always just go to the backlog, and anybody who wants to pull something into the sprint, that's fine. Not a problem there. Can do that. I think we've got pretty decent amount in there to play with. Oh, this is the other one that you, oh, that's Sprint 19. Yeah, good. All right. Excellent. Okay, I guess I can stop screen sharing then.
Yep.
Anything else we should discuss at this point?
No. Well, you talked about going to Selenium and.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually.
The other web driver, yeah.
Let me go back then to. I knew I prematurely stopped sharing. We always do that to ourselves, don't we? Let's see.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so actually that should be Phantom.js. So Poltergeist is having problems with ES6, or the latest version of JavaScript, for want of a better term. I think they're in the process. You can see in this link here, and the latest posting in this link is this month, I think. The people who maintain Phantom.js, which is used by Poltergeist to handle JavaScript, are in the process of covering support for ES6, but they're not there yet. And so I've seen some test failures. On NetPlus, we had some stuff going on. We're using ES6 and some of the JavaScript. And what happens was it's a really bad error. Poltergeist just fails. If Phantom.js doesn't handle the JavaScript, Poltergeist fails silently.
Yeah.
It's really awful. So
is that what happened with the var and let stuff from Ashley?
That's exactly what happened. That's one of the hard parts of debugging that. It just failed. It wasn't like you're looking at the code, say, well, at least you should get this far in the logic, but fails silently with absolutely no indication. So anyway, on the NetPlus project, I switched over to Selenium instead of Poltergeist, and I'm driving the Chrome browser, and I'm using it in both headless as well as visible mode, and it's working pretty well. There's the headless mode of Chrome. I'm having some problems with support for modals. So I haven't figured out how to handle that. Maybe if I run it in visible mode, Chrome can handle that. But I've seen that kind of issue before. If you have modals, modal dialogues, sometimes these drivers get confused and they can't handle it very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I'd like to given the uncertainty of where Poltergeist and Phantom.js are right now and how fast they're going to get to support for ES6, I'd like to explore converting over to Selenium and Chrome. Yeah. And this is just, if somebody wants to take this and do a spike and play with it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about.
But have you already tried it on the SHF project, or?
I tried it on another project, the MetPlus project, and it worked well. In fact, I've recommended to somebody in a PR that he's got some failing stuff that we convert over, because I was able to get his tests to work with this new approach. I probably should just do a separate PR solely for this change, but anyway, that's a separate issue. But yeah, I was able to get some tests to work in this structure. And Chrome driver is supported by Semaphore CI. Chrome driver is not a gem, which is the piece that we'd have to install that allows Selenium to talk to Chrome. But you can download it from this site. It's pretty straightforward. So that's what that's all about. Is there anything else? We talked about variable number of users for seeding.
Yeah, there's a small thing about the randomness of the seeding. If you're going to allow a very low number of users, given the randomness of the seeding, we don't have any assurance that that all the different memberships are there.
Yeah, I think so. I remember some of the randomness plucks a random number from 0 to 8 or 1 to 9 or something like that, right? That's what you're referring to? And it uses that to select a user to do stuff with.
Yeah, well, there is some randomness in the state of the memberships that we seed.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you know, I would prefer to leave out the randomness, and so this is just a chance for me to say, hey, if we're allowing to seed just a few numbers, can we not get rid of the randomness and just make sure that all the states are represented?
Yeah.
Still not.
Well, I still like the randomness. I like a random software profile to run our data profile to run our software against, and I can't come up with a intelligent reason why I think that might be beneficial. It just strikes me as if we see the same data pattern over and over and over again, there may be some logic path we're not executing.
But the same is true if you do randomness and
Yep, that's true. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like with randomness, we keep random, but we have to run seeds twice a day in order to make sure that our randomness covers all logic paths we might have. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's something to think about it. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I guess I'm not all that wedded to randomness. If somebody,
okay, because if you're not, I can take this one on.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Talk me into it. I don't have to do it. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you put me in as the owner there? Or?
Yes, I can. So where are we? Here we are. Robert.
Yeah, great.
Yours. Do you want me to put it in Sprint 19 or leave it alone for now?
No, you can put it in Sprint 19.
Okay.
You can always move it further.
We can all, yep, like we do. Like we do. Let's see.
Pat, while you're at it,
Yeah.
the Selenium and Chrome, the Phantom JS issue you're having.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take a look into that, but I'm super new. So if somebody else is wanting to dip into that with me, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I could definitely work with you on that. Yeah. Well, have you been able to stand up the app yet, Raphael? And all that
I've downloaded it. I'm still kind of getting it to run. I think I had an issue with Postgres or something on the machine, but within the next, I don't see it as a difficult task.
Yeah, no, it'll be pretty straightforward. It's painless to stand up. Yeah, when you do that, let me know, and then we can either connect up on a Hangout or communicate through Slack. It's fairly straightforward to set up this structure, to change over to this structure in a feature branch. And then kind of off and running.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good way to learn the tests and how the app works too.
Yeah.
Multiple.
I think it's, if you see what people are testing, it communicates a lot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll, maybe I can write up something on the wiki as well about a possible approach. I'm hoping also that maybe the test will run faster with headless Chrome versus Poltergeist, but I don't know. Could be slower. But maybe we'll see a benefit there too. I just see Chrome really strongly supporting this stuff going forward, which is great. And I'm assuming that support is coming straight out of somewhere in Google, in the heart of Google, which is even better. So that makes me feel confident that they're going to keep it current.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. Good.
That was quick.
That was quick. Got a lot covered.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing at all. But we also have good discussions about the weather, things like that.
We did skip that this time.
Yeah, exactly. I have to give Ashley a hard time about always talking about the weather, but that's the first 5 minutes of the meeting right there. All right. Anybody else have anything?
No, not really.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining, Raphael. Looking forward to working with you on this.
Thanks. Likewise.
And, we'll have fun.
Yeah, and see you on Thursday.
Yes, see you
Bye.
on channel on Thursday.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.